Well, it's Tuesday morning. It's still in the morning. I'm going to address the elephant in the room for a lot of people, and probably nobody watching my vlog, but let me back up a little bit. What do I mean by the elephant in the room? I mean something that makes people feel uncomfortable. Yesterday, while I was sitting in Lodge 3 with my youngest adopted son, Matt, we had a discussion, and I asked him what he thought his time was worth. And to make a long story short, I just told him one of the things I used to do in analysis is figure out time, both on investigative work and other stuff. But I told Matt his time is worth $300 to $350 an hour. Now, what makes his time worth that? You have to go by past performance. And that leads into what is going on today. I just got through eating 2 hot links on bread for breakfast. I'm feeling it today. I'm not doing well at all, but I'm getting better. But I hired my son Chris to work on Linda's Navigator, and I am extremely well pleased with what he's done on her car. It runs like it was new now. No issues. So I look at worth, and I had a conversation with my son Chris about what someone's worth. And Chris's time is worth a minimum, as far as being a mechanic, about $200 an hour, if not a little more. I was prepared for him to spend all day repairing Linda's Navigator. Took him about 40 minutes, maybe an hour at the most, and he did a lot of work on it. He's just that good and that proficient at what he does. And it's hard for people to understand. If you're not working for an hourly wage, it's like Matt said, he can't afford to work for $10 an hour, nor should he. I have a flat fee that I charge when I do consulting work, and I'm out of the business. I'm not taking any more jobs in. But an individual needs to understand their worth. And I'm speaking to everybody watching this. You are worth far more than you realize. All of you are. I hate the fact that in society we equate someone's worth with money or the toys they bought. I will give you an example. My best friend Jerry is, he can deny it, but he's a multi-millionaire. That his wealth has never stood between himself and I. We're best friends, have been for decades. His net worth is a lot. But his value, what's an hour of his time worth? Well, he doesn't think about that, but I'll tell you what he does do. He drives a 2003 Toyota pickup. I don't know what year his wife's Toyota is. I think it's a 2014, maybe 2016. They bought it. They did not buy it new. They bought it with it being a year old. Jerry, like me, will not buy a new vehicle. I had talks with Jerry yesterday. He and I are we're so much alike in so many ways. Sometimes I think our wives hate when we get together and actually do stuff, but Jerry understands. What I mean by that, he understands almost everything. A lot of people consider Jerry kind of dumb. He's not. He's a very intelligent man. He belies that. He talks down about himself, but he understands things. I guess what I'm trying to say is people need to realize their worth. And if you have to use money as a measuring stick of what you're worth, then you're being cruel to yourself. You really are. Worth is measured differently in the heavens. Our Father in heaven measures our value far differently. He measures our value like this. He loved us so much that he sent his only begotten Son. Now what does that mean, only begotten? That means that the Creator of all sent his essence into a 16-year-old virgin named Miriam, or Mary. She got impregnated without ever having had sexual intercourse. I have friends that say that's impossible. Let me explain to those naysayers. Anything and everything is possible with God. Why? Because he's omnipotent, which means all-powerful, and omniscient, which means all-knowing. He's God. He can think you into existence and think you out of existence, and he doesn't even have to speak the word. He's all-powerful. That is a hard thing for a lot of people to understand, but I'm being as honest as I can be with you about it. The point I'm making is he loved you so much, he chose a virgin on earth to have his only Son that is mortal. And Jesus, when he was on this earth, was half God and half man. He had the All-Father in him until he gave it up voluntarily on the cross. And that is a love affair that is unimaginable to a lot of people. Think about how much you love someone, the person you love most on this whole world, or a group of people you love most on this whole world, and your Father in heaven loves you more than that. Jesus, Yeshua ben Miriam, definitely loves you more than you love anybody. Period. I'm going to have to get off of here. I thought I'd do a vlog. I may go do some filming out in the wild blue yonder, out in the wilds of Oklahoma today. I don't know. It depends how my sweetheart is feeling. I believe she's probably up by now. We need to take her car and get it laundered. What I mean by that is we need to go to Ada, through the world's best car wash and wash her car. It needs it bad. But we'll probably wait until Thursday to do that, because by then Nick and Bo will be home from work and there'll be someone here with a vehicle. Told my son Chris I do want to get my van running, but I don't want to work on it today. I think today Linda and I I'm gonna have her drive, and we have to go get some money from the bank first and take care of some things. And we that sounds funny. Oh, you're going to go rob a bank? No, I don't carry cash. It's like I showed my youngest adopted son Matt yesterday, and I can show y'all. I carry no cash on me, hardly ever. The reason for being that way about it, you'd be surprised, maybe you wouldn't, at the number of people that are always like this. They've got their hand out. So if I don't have any money on me, and I'm excluding close friends, adopted family, and real family, immediate family, I'm talking about people I see once in a great while, and I have been accosted several times in the last few months. People coming up wanting to borrow 20, wanting to borrow 40. Sometimes they ask for $100, and if I don't have the money on me, then I can show them I don't have any money. It's kind of poor mouthing, but Jerry's had that problem too, and I dare say Matt and Mike have had that problem with people constantly wanting money. You have to wonder what those folks are doing with it. I know a lot of them that hit me up are meth addicts that I happen to love, but they're still a meth addict and they want their next fix. But the point of today's vlog, number one is God loves you. He does. Number two, you have self-worth. You're not a mistake. You're not an accident. God created you. He loves you. His son especially loves you. I mean, that means you're worth more than the cost of rubies, to quote the Bible. And number three, on things that today's vlog is about, and this one's important to me, and I hope it's important to you, but this old crippled fat man, this ill almost all the time, loves you. I'm working on getting to feeling better. I get so busy and so bound up on stuff that I forget to take my medication. Last night, I got to bed about 2 o'clock in the morning. After I'd already stated on Facebook I was going to bed. My sister Randy called me on it, and I love you, Lisa, with all my heart, everything I've got to love you with. But she questioned me, and I replied, my medication is not therapeutic yet. It still isn't. It will be. I took my meds this morning. When I forget to take them, it takes about 3 to 4 days to get back to being therapeutic, so that I'm not walking in agony all the time. But my little sister caught me. I love her so much. She calls BS, and she's stern. When my brother Chris and I were talking about having a Viking funeral, she posted on on this vlog, "No one's getting a Viking funeral, period." That is so cute. And I could see her there with her finger like that. What she doesn't, maybe she does, but my fondest memories of my little sister was when she was little. She was such a perfect child. She and my brother Michael Paul both were perfect children. All my brothers and sisters were perfect children, and they're all someone that I would willingly give my life for if it meant theirs could be whole and healthy and happy. I love all of you watching this. I do. I'm sorry if I'm a little disjointed this morning. I've been at it. If I can get some things done today, then this coming Friday will be a cakewalk. If you don't know what a cakewalk is, they used to have these deals. People would bake cakes and they'd draw a big circle with chalk with numbers to designate which cake you want. And then you would have to, they'd play music, and they'd say stop, and you'd donate money to a worthy cause, and that's where the phrase cakewalk comes from. But if I can get some things handled today and tomorrow and Thursday, Friday hopefully will be a cakewalk. I'm working as hard as I can to be able to spend time with my sweetheart. She and I had a talk about a lot of stuff last night, and I love her so much, and I've been such a bad husband. Now I'm trying to be a good one. Love all of you, like the sign right there says, be kind. Bye.